what are you most excited about with your wedding? Ring shopping experience, ring details. This is her. What's the first thing you guys want to do together after getting married? Do you already have a date picked out? Big wedding or a small wedding? Thoughts when you realized you were being proposed to? And then he proposed to me. Hello and welcome back to my channel. We just started this video over because I'm really bad at telling stories. But I'm here with my handsome fiance. That was in sync. We just did that at the same time.
There's your phone.
Okay.
Let's read that.
We are doing a couples Q&A. I popped over on Instagram and asked y'all to ask us questions about our engagement. Y'all shut up and you showed out when you asked me questions. So we're just gonna answer y'all's questions about our engagement and give y'all the tea. The first question that I botched on answering and I missed so many details was, what is your engagement story? Quite a simple question, but there's so many details. And I'm gonna give it to y'all really quickly because Ryan is getting impatient with me. How do I even start it? I had originally anticipated that Ryan was going to propose in July, this month, because we were going on a family trip with his family to Gulf Shores, Alabama, and I thought that was gonna be like the perfect time for him to propose. It'd be on the beach, his entire family would be there. Like, it was just like, that's just when I thought it was gonna happen. And I wasn't like, I hadn't said anything about my suspicions with it being on that trip, but that's just in my mind. I'm like, okay, I'm expecting to get proposed to on this date, at this time, at this location. So last month in June, on a Tuesday, my friend and I, her name is Abigail, we went and got our nails done because she's in town from college, and I messaged her and said, let's do something. Like, you haven't been home in a while, I really want to spend time with you, let's go do something. Which was the perfect opportunity for her to say, let's go get our nails done, right? Because she wasn't asking me, I had asked her to hang out. So it was like perfect, and I thought nothing of it. So it's a Tuesday, we go get our nails done, we go shopping after, and we decide on Tuesday.
I can talk about me setting it up.
Okay.
I sent her to get your nails done together.
Yes.
And it worked out, okay?
Yes, it worked out perfectly.
No one knew that I had done that.
Correct, obviously.
So
wait, I'm confused. Ryan had schemed with her, but it worked out perfectly because I inquired to hang out with her. And that's when she made her move. So we went and got our nails done. On Tuesday, we went shopping, and then we had also agreed that on Sunday, we were gonna go take like cute pictures together because that's something we do all the time. So I really thought nothing of it, but we hadn't done it in a while.
Another thing I planned.
So yes, that was the main plan. So anyways, every Saturday I stay the night at Ryan's house because I have church in town, and it's just easier to go from his house to church, and we go to church together. So it just makes sense. Saturday rolls around, Abigail and I had hung out on Tuesday. I stay the night here, and I'm expecting to go take pictures with Abigail on Sunday night. Well, Sunday, a complete fiasco. Abigail had texted me in the morning and said like, hey, are we still on for pictures tonight? Like, what are you wearing? Yada, yada, yada. Honestly, I didn't have an outfit, but Abigail was like, no, you should really wear a dress. Again, I caught on to nothing, but I was like, okay, yeah, that'd be cute. So I had my sister bring me a dress because she was coming to town anyway.
Because of the family ordeal.
Yeah, so there was a family ordeal. I'm not gonna go into the details, but it's a very dramatic, very crazy day. And so by Sunday night, I was like, I'm just gonna go hang out with Abigail because it's gonna be a perfect escape from this crazy day. I'm just gonna go have fun with friends and not think about it and get my mind off things. So that's exactly what I did. And I went to Abigail's actually not ready to get pictures taken because I was like, I've just had this crazy day. Let's just take pictures of you. Like, I'm not ready to take pictures. And she was like, no, no, no. Do your hair, do your makeup, put on your dress. We're going to get pictures taken. And I'm like...
She was in charge of making you look good.
So, you don't think I already look good?
Not that day, you were stressing.
Yeah,
which is why I sent her early.
I get to Abigail's, I get ready, and she's like, there's this location I saw this girl take pictures of on Instagram, and I want to go there and recreate them. And I'm thinking nothing of it. I'm like... My location. I'm like, okay, let's go. Like, let's just go take the pictures. So we get there, it's almost like a forest preserve, but it's not like it's not legally a forest preserve. That's just kind of like the vibe it gave off. And we're walking on these trails, getting cute pictures taken. I'm thinking nothing of it. I'm like, we're just getting pictures. When Abigail was walking me on these trails, it was to get me on the opposite side of the park so he could set up with a photographer. I just was clueless. So finally Abigail's like, there's a hill over here that I really want. I think that's where the girl took the picture. Like we can just jump over there really quickly and take it and then come out, because it was in like, this hill was in like a restricted area in the park and you weren't supposed to go over there. So I was like, okay, like we'll go really quickly because I'm not trying to get in trouble. But I saw cars. I was like, there's people over there. Hopefully they don't get mad at us.
It was my car.
It wasn't your car.
It was the photographer's car.
But I don't recognize her car. So I'm like, hopefully these people don't yell at us. We just went over there and we're walking up this hill that Abigail's trying to recreate a picture on. And she's like, Chloe, give me your phone. Like this would be a really cute candid picture of you like just walking up the hill with like the clouds in the background, yada, yada, yada. So she takes my phone. I think she's taking pictures. I'm posing. I'm doing my thing. She's taking a video. And Ryan was at the top of the hill, and he actually scared me. I yelped a little bit, like I screamed. And then he proposed to me, and I was really flustered at first because I did not see it coming at all. Like I kind of was like, I froze and just looked at him and processed, because at first I thought he was just there to surprise me, just to spend time with me. But then I saw there was someone behind him, and it like clicked that that's a photographer. And then I clicked that Ryan was wearing a button-down khakis and had a box in his hand, and I was like, this all happened in like a millisecond. I was like, Ryan planned the entire thing and I was just clueless. He schemed with a photographer and Abigail. My family was in on it. His family knew.
Everyone.
Like Abigail's family knew.
All the friends and family knew.
And while I was getting ready and like panicking because I wasn't ready to take pictures, he was having dinner with my family. I thought he was golfing. That's what he told me. But he met with my family and had dinner. He had like asked my dad like back in March when we went to California, and he asked my stepdad, and you did really well. You did. So I said, ring shopping experience, ring details, it's so stunning. Well, thank you. This is her. This is her. She is, should we just give out all the details? She is a 3-carat radiant cut diamond solitaire band on white gold, and it has a collar. It has a collar of diamonds around
the base,
like the neck. Yeah, she's beautiful. Do you kind of want to answer his questions since I did a lot of talking?
No, I'm just listening where I can have input.
Ryan and I's 4-year anniversary was in October of 2022, and he had surprised me with going ring shopping for our anniversary. So he had a pretty good idea of what I wanted. Plus he had like my Pinterest board to go off and everything that I had sent him. He had a pretty good idea. The day that we went to go ring shopping, Ryan and I went to Roger and Holland's here in our hometown. And nothing against Roger and Holland's, we just did not have a good experience with the employees there. I knew exactly what I wanted and I communicated that to them, and they were just trying to upsell me, change my mind.
A lot of details for this question.
Tell me that that's not what was like in or whatever. So then we went to a place called Xoxo Jewelers in our town, which they were a godsend. Like they were amazing. We actually like, I don't want to say that we customized this, but we did exactly what I wanted. Like we worked, like she's like, what kind of stone, what kind of band, what do you want? And then they put it into one ring. So I don't know if it was necessarily custom, because that sounds really bougie, but it was customized. And yeah,
you're bougie.
So we had a good ring shopping experience after our second attempt. But if you're in our hometown, go to Xoxo Jewelers if you're thinking about getting engaged and work with them.
Not sponsored.
They're so amazing, and Ryan swapped numbers with the jeweler and worked with her, and I didn't have to do anything after like the initial appointment.
As you should.
Where will you live once you're married?
I am getting an interview for a job, and we're hoping to live near that job. If that doesn't work, we'll stay here in town because we're kind of near a lot of towns, so we can go anywhere if we find jobs elsewhere.
Yeah, we want to stay in Illinois. I wouldn't choose Illinois, but when we start a family, we want to be around family. So.
Her family. My family is
in a different state.
Yeah.
I can work anywhere with what I'm doing, surgical technology. Like I can find a job anywhere, so it's really just dependent on where he works. How old were you when you started dating?
I was 17.
I was 15. And now?
Oh, I'm 22.
I'm 20.
Yeah.
How do you keep the spark alive in a long-term relationship? We've had to work on this, so I feel like we know this answer. Around the 3-year mark, I feel like we got really comfortable.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's not abnormal in long-term relationships. I think that's something that every relationship has to go through. Luckily, we got through it. I feel like a lot of couples don't.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of work that you have to put into it that some people I feel like just maybe aren't willing to. Don't get comfortable and stay comfortable. Just keep dating. Don't get comfortable. flirt a lot. Like, don't stop flirting. Don't treat each other like roommates. I mean, we don't live together, but I don't want to feel like his best bud. He wants to feel desired. I want to feel desired. So
keep dating.
Keep dating. Do you already have a date picked out?
3, 2, 1.
June 1st, 2024. What are you most excited about with your wedding? The change that comes with that. Like, obviously we're getting married and that is so exciting within and of itself, but like, we're both gonna be in our careers at that point. We can get a place to call home together and just be you and I, because we don't live together. That's just something we've decided on, so it's been a long time coming.
It's a starting day.
It's gonna be a big change for sure. What's the first thing you guys want to do together after getting married?
A few moments later.
Do you want to have a big wedding or a small wedding? I don't know. Would you say we're having a big wedding? I feel like it's average. Like, I feel like a big wedding is like 300 plus and a small wedding is like less than 100. But we're at like a perfect less than 200, but like over 150. I feel like we're having like an average size wedding.
Cost is a lot.
They do cost. It's all gonna be worth it. I have taken the reins in planning because this dude just deals with the finances. I do all the planning. This is kind of geared more towards me, but it says thoughts when you realized you were being Thoughts when you realized you were being proposed to. I was just in shock. I had no expectation for it to happen that day, especially with all the circumstances that had gone on.
Yeah, I didn't think it was even gonna work out.
But it did.
It did.
It did. That was our Q&A. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. If you have any other questions, you can comment them down below or message me on Instagram. I know a lot of people who like already know us are probably gonna be like the main audience of this. I'm going to be posting wedding planning content, all of it. As soon as we get into the shebang, the preparing, like wedding preparing vlog, I'm ready to do all of it. I always used to do this. I would say, I love you, you're valued, you matter, and you're cared for. Mwah! Bye.